I remember being a kid, going online, and memorizing cheat codes for my favorite video games. Well, I've done it again. I've hacked the industry. I'm about to give you the real-life wedding filmmaking cheat code. I used to be stuck in that 15 to 20 weddings per year range, and I was happy, making a livable wage, but I really wanted to ramp up my business and do it quickly. When someone thought of wedding videography in the Niagara region, I wanted them to think of me. My strategy and advice in this video is directed towards someone who already has an established wedding film business and is confident in their craft, but they're just struggling to grow their revenue. If you take these ideas seriously and implement them, be prepared for your business to explode. When people think about same-day edits, they generally think about a team of stressed-out videographers running around all day, dropping their footage off to an even more stressed-out editor who's pounding energy drinks so they can show a 3-minute video at the reception. But I'm about to teach you and show you how you can do your own same-day edits and next-day wedding trailers by yourself, stress-free. Generally, the meal at a wedding can run around 2 hours, sometimes longer, so why not use this time wisely? And instead of going on Instagram and creating stories from the day for your followers to see, and I'm not saying that Instagram isn't effective, because it is, but your followers are going to be there tomorrow, and the people in the room with you won't be. So why not feature your product to 200 emotional people who've been drinking wine all night? So in regards to same-day edits, before you tell me you can't do it because you don't have a team, or the couple doesn't want to pay for it, tell them you'll do it anyways. Remember, your goal is to grow your business. Don't get greedy. The money will eventually come. I'm a solo shooter and a solo editor, and throughout a wedding day, I'm keeping track of all those money shots that I get. Whenever I get a shot on the gimbal that I'm super stoked about, I text myself the file name or I take a picture of the screen. Then when it comes to dinner, I'll bust out my laptop, and because I already know the file names of the clips I'm looking for, it's just that much faster. Remember, time management is crucial. So I'm going to create a project file and do this right now in front of you just to show you how easy it really is. And in my opinion, you only really need 10 to 20 clips. Maybe grab a couple from the morning, going to drag over the champagne toast. It's always a good shot to get the bridesmaids seeing the bride for the first time. Maybe grab one of their first look. If they do their first dance right away, grab a clip of that. Oh yeah, I remember this shot. This was epic. This dude in the wedding party did a backflip. For this particular example, I ended up with 16 clips. That's it. Literally 16 clips to rough cut. So import the footage, drag it into your timeline. Doesn't really matter if they're in chronological order or not. Gonna delete the audio. The crazy part is you don't even need to edit to music, and I'll explain that later. And then just start cutting, going through the clips, just picking the moment you want. Yeah, here's the first look. Get his reaction, kind of cut to a tighter shot. This was such a fun wedding. One of those weddings I just stayed super late at. And it was in Elora, like almost 2 hours from my house. Sometimes I get home at like 1 a.m. I'm like, why did I do that? I shot this in 60 frames per second so that I could bump it down 60%, 50%, whatever you want. So all those rose petals just look so nice in slow-mo. I just put that video together in like 6 minutes. If you got time, just do a quick little color grade. I just throw on one of the Premiere LUTs. You can tweak it a little bit, but again, just keep it pretty minimal. Oh, I love this shot. I love that orange hairline. If you want and you have time, you can kind of arrange the clips in a certain sequence. I'm going to start with an epic shot of them on the rock, then cut like right to their first look. It's exporting. Anything exporting is the slowest part. Got to bump up the RAM. Boom. There you have it. An exported wedding trailer in under 10 minutes. Launch the video in QuickTime, click view, and then loop. And the reason why you don't need to edit to music is because the DJ or band's going to be playing. It doesn't have to be a formal thing that the MC announces. Set your laptop up somewhere by the bar, and if you're worried that someone's going to spill a drink on it, maybe set it up by the candy bar. I love seeing people's reactions when they're watching the video, and then they come up to me and they're just like, dude, like, what the heck? And they just think it's like a magic trick. They're like, when did you edit that video? I'm like, well, when you were scarfing the calamari down, I was making this video. If this is out of your comfort zone and you're just not a confident editor yet, I totally get that. But you can still do a next day wedding trailer by basically just following all these steps. You'll just have a little bit more time when you get home and in the morning. See, more often than not, the extended family gets together the following wedding day for brunch. And for them to have a 60-second video to watch, talk about, share on social media is just so huge for your business. On top of all that, the wow factor will work for the staff of the venue and maybe even some of the wedding vendors. So now you have the wedding venue or potentially the wedding planner sharing your video on social media too. Literally an extra hour of work could mean a wave of inquiries coming your way. There's such a small window of time for that wow factor. You want to beat the rush of everyone else's Instagram posts. If you wait a couple days, yeah, it will still be effective, but I believe the momentum ship has sailed. If you want to see a more in-depth video on how I edit wedding trailers and full wedding films, please leave a comment below and I'll be happy to make a video about it.
We've got the world, we've got the light inside of our heads. We've got the moves, we make it right. We've got the world, we've got the light.
My goal has always sort of been just providing the best possible experience for my clients. I always love those inquiries I get from people where they're just like, you filmed our good friend's wedding and everyone raved about you. The video was fantastic. We couldn't believe how fast you got the video back to them. I shared this thought in my last video, but I'll share it again. People will remember you more by how you made them feel than a video they saw on the internet. When I'm really vibing with a wedding party, I just like to stay late, have some drinks, hang out on the dance floor, just get a lot of good footage for the couple. The bride and groom will always appreciate the extra footage. And if you provide them a same-day edit without charging them, to me that is just like next-level customer service, and your business can only benefit. Also, I highly recommend you sending your same-day edit or next-day edit to the venue. Don't even ask them to share it, just say you really enjoyed working there and attach the video for them to see. I actually sent Laura Mill this wedding trailer, and they got back to me right away and said, can we share this on our Instagram account? I was like, yeah, no problem. And in 24 hours, I received 5 inquiries. If you're a photographer, you could also do this exact same thing. It might even be quicker because you're not exporting video. Throughout the wedding day, maybe think about 10 or 20 of your favorite photos that you took, drop them into Lightroom, give them a quick color grade, and then put them on a loop for people to see. I challenge you to sometimes go above and beyond what your contract says for this wedding season. Maybe there's a certain gig that's coming up that you're really stoked about and you just want to knock it out of the park. The goal is to double your business so that in years ahead, you have so many inquiries coming in that you don't feel anxious in your off season. So I hope you found some of this information useful. If you have any other questions to me about same-day edits, wedding trailers, full wedding films, please leave a comment below. I respond to everyone. It would mean a lot to me if you help this channel grow, so please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks.